How many times? How many times? How many ways? So, I don't even know what my face is doing. Not quite enough. I'm actually shaking with excited nerves right now because an audition that I submitted for my agent, well, I got a text message at like 2 o'clock this morning that I saw when I woke up from my agent asking me to call her back, and I was just like, what? She was just like, just call me as soon as you get the message. And it was just like, okay, for like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I got up at like 8:30, so I just called her now. So I keep looking at me and he's looked there. And yeah, they said they love me and they want me for the part. And it's only a small role, but there's no small roles, only small actors. But yeah, apparently out of everything that they saw, they just really liked me. And they said they really liked how I did it because I only had to submit 2 lines. And with something like that, you want to give them some options, show that you can take direction. So I did 3 different takes of the lines, doing slightly different emphasis, and on one of them I even did a bit more of a Yorkshire accent because even though I've lived in Yorkshire since I was 7, I'm 35, I don't really have a Yorkshire accent, but I can do one, and so I submitted one with a bit of a Yorkshire accent as well. And yeah, apparently they really, really liked it, and I wasn't expecting that at all. So yeah, I just can't believe it. I say good things happen to people who wait. Anyway, I need to eat my breakfast because I am off to a water aerobics class, which I need because everything hurts and everything's more gentle in the water. But yeah, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. If I look like a crazy person, it's me in the process of doing my makeup. I've calmed down a bit now. My mum and my dad and my best friend. No, that's all. I had to send in my measurements. My agent said, this is what I've gotten for you at the moment. Is this correct? It's been a while. So I just went through and just double checked it. It was just like, oh, here's my updated measurements. Some of them are the same, some of them are slightly different. Yeah, so I've sent that off. So she has my updated measurements. I'm not going out anywhere. I'm just doing my makeup for me. But yeah, I was saying to my mum, I understand how people get a big head quite quickly in the acting industry because the amount of lovely things my agent was saying to me on the phone, because she was saying that of all the people they saw for this, there was just something about you they really liked. They called me out of hours to tell me, which is why she texted me at 2 o'clock in the morning. And then when I went to call her back, because I literally called her while I was getting my breakfast ready. So I had like porridge in the microwave, I had a cup of tea on the go, and so I just called her, and I didn't hear a ringtone after I dialed. I just heard like nothing, and then all of a sudden there was Janet on the other end of the phone, my agent, going, can you hear me, can you hear me? And it was just like, yeah. And she was like, right, the reason I've called you it was, I thought I called you. So yeah, we just called each other at exactly the same time. And yeah, so she was just saying about all the lovely things that casting was saying about me, and it was just like, oh, that is so sweet. They love the variation in the takes that I used. And like, I remember sat at my computer putting the clips together because I did more than 3 for each one, and then I selected what order I wanted them to go in. So I started off with the one with the Yorkshire accent and then went into everything else. No, I even did a slightly posh one as well, and thinking about like the different emphasis on different words and things. And it was only after I got told I got it that I actually showed my parents the audition so they could see what everybody else saw. It's just so exciting because I send off so many self-tapes, you kind of lose track sometimes. And my mum actually said that this morning while she was getting ready, she was doing a little praying to the ghosts of the house, that's saying, oh, it'd be really great if Debs could get this part in Emmerdale. It's only a couple of lines. You never know, I could end up on the cutting room floor. But the fact that they said such wonderful things to my agent, who then passed them on to me, just saying how they loved what I did with the lines and the takes that I included. Because I remember just sat editing it thinking, no, I can't use that because it's too similar to the other one, or I don't like how I said it there. And so it's one of the things where you want to show that you can take direction, but it is ultimately up to you on how many versions you do and how many you send off. It is so weird not to audition in the room as much anymore, because hardly ever, because everything since COVID is on self-tape. I've done a lot of self-tapes recently. There was an in-person audition that I couldn't do and ended up having to do a self-tape for, which unfortunately I didn't get. But I'm still going to go support friends that I know that are in it. It's just, can you tell? I am just excited and shocked, and what's lovely about this is that it's going to be my first time filming at the Emmerdale village. I haven't even said what it's for, but at the time you see this, it will have aired, because that's how I do these, so I don't spoil anything. It's a paramedic role. Apparently that look like I played a nurse continually for a good few years now. I don't even know when the first time I played a nurse on Emmerdale was. What was it, like 2014, 2015? I've been a nurse up there for a very long time. And so I obviously have that look about me. And coming from a family of nurses, it's just kind of hilarious, really, because my grandma was a nurse on my dad's side, my mum's a nurse, well, she's retired now, my sister is a cardiac nurse, so it's in the family, but I'm just not medical. I'm a very creative person, but I can handle fake blood. Like, I was killed off a lot in my early career. I did a lot of things where I was dead or strangled, working with a lot of fake blood, and then I remember doing a corporate thing after having a string of characters where I died, and I mentioned it to the makeup artist, which was like, oh, I've done so many things where I've been killed and working with fake blood and scratch and stuff, and like, this is the first time I actually get to have just like proper makeup on. Even though it was in a medical setting, I still got to just be a normal person. I know I remember she came back with a bag of fake blood and scratch and all sorts, and it was just like, this is to make you feel at home. I always remember that because it was so cute. Again, I'm not going out anywhere. I just like doing my makeup when I'm at home. But yeah, it's just exciting, because I've been putting in self-tapes for Emmerdale for such a long time. And I have done other stuff. I was featured as a jogger on there. Was it a year or so ago? Was that in 22 or 23 that I did the jogger? I can't remember, where I got my own trailer and everything. I just had to jog past a phone. I remember seeing a message board where people were talking about Emmerdale, and I went on just to see what they were talking about, mainly because I was trying to figure out when this episode was going to air, because I knew it was part of the anniversary, but I didn't know where in the story it actually came. When you're doing that extra work, sometimes I just only tell you what's going on in the scene, but they won't give you like the full picture of what's going on. So I didn't know whose phone I was running past, and I didn't know anything. And I just remember loads of people on message boards going, I thought the jogger was going to find the phone. And then I saw another comment going, I know that girl, she posted book reviews on YouTube. So somebody who watches my videos was on this message board talking about Emmerdale. But yeah, and all the times I've done Emmerdale, I've usually been up at ITV Studios, or I've once filmed at an airport once as well. So it's just, it's cool that I'm going to be my first like proper speaking role, because my last featured role I did a couple of ums and ahs that never actually made it into the episode, but this time I've actually got actual dialogue. I think it's just the lines that I had to do for the audition, but I'm not completely sure if there's any more. I haven't been sent through any other extra script, but it's I only got told this morning that I got the part, so I don't know if anything more is going to come through. It might do, just to give me a bit of context so I know when I'm talking. I might get a little bit of the rest of the scene, I don't know, or they might just go say, all right, so when you hear this line, take this, when you hear this line, take that, or whatever. But yeah, because I'm a paramedic, I'm gonna have to do things. I really haven't really given much context for it, so I have been told a little, but I'm not going to share that at this point because it just feels weird. But I will do my best to post the footage of the final episode if it stays in. So yeah, I'm not getting ready for work or anything. Just got a nice quiet day. I say quiet, I want to have a go at filming a TikTok, because my most recent video, I'm not sure if the number counts for going viral, but to me it kind of counts. I got about 9,000 views on my last video I did for TikTok and shorts. I got about 9,000 views in one day, and I was just like, wait, what? So yeah, that was exciting. But yeah, so I've got a little booklet of ideas, so I'm gonna have a look at that. You see this? You can tell which ones I use the most. I'm trying to use up palettes, but the lid broke, so I just gingerly kind of slot it back in. But the screw bit, it's that bit that's broken. This was from number 7. Like, did I yank it, or was it just a bit flimsy? I don't know. But yeah, so I just keep this out to protect it a little bit. But yeah, exciting stuff happening. And I'm actually having a spa day the day before filming, so I'll be nice and chilled and relaxed, which will be nice. Yes, I'm gonna have to have clean cut nails. I mean, I've just taken off my nail polish this morning because it was all chipped and stuff, and I'm just gonna give a little bit before I cut them because I just got out of the shower, so they're all just a little bit soft at the moment. I've got a bit of nail strengthener, so I could use a bit of that. But yeah, as a massage therapist, I need to keep my nails short anyway. But yeah, so I need to have clean nails. It's obviously said just basic makeup. So something kind of similar to this, but probably not as much blush. The clip that I used, actually, I did have a bit of eyeliner on, and afterwards I was just like, oh, should I have changed my makeup slightly? But obviously that they didn't mind. So, but yeah, on the day I'll probably just do foundation, a bit of concealer, and probably just a light brown on my eyes with some mascara, but no eyeliner. Just got home from the spa, Thorpe Park Spa near Leeds. Oh, it was lovely. Had a facial, my skin feels amazing. Scrub and a back massage, all the things in my hair for the scalp massage. I need to go wash my hair now. I did have a shower there, but I prefer just to wash my hair at home, especially because I've got nothing planned for the rest of the day. So yeah, I was there with my mum and my sister, and it was lovely. Our lunch was supposed to be at 1. But we get bored very easily. So we actually went and got changed and we're ready by 12. We were just like, oh, can we, like, we're booked in for lunch at 1. But can we go, like, have some drinks? And they were just like, oh, like, if you're ready for your lunch, I'll get started on it and get a free hot drink anyway. So I had tea, because I'm a tea drinker. And my sister and mum had coffees. And the food was, it was halloumi, like, on a flatbread type thing with like chili jam, and oh, it was delicious. All 3 of us had that for our mains, and then for dessert we all had something different. My sister had the creme brulee, I had the choice of cake or a scone, and then my mum had like a fruit bowl with a sorbet on top. And I was like, oh, we've got the cakes, everything at the front, you can come have a look. So I went and was like, oh, what are those? They're like, it's cronut. And I saw this chocolate thing, and there was another one which I wasn't sure what it was, and they said, oh, I think that one is red velvet. And I was like, oh, that sounds nice. And I was like, oh, I think I might go for the red velvet. They brought me out the chocolate one. But I was not disappointed. There was so much chocolate in it. It was so good. But yeah, it's been a lovely day. I'm all chilled. And then on the way home, Mum was just like, do you want me to drive by where you're going for filming in the morning? So we drove out, and I put the postcode into my phone, which was like, this is where it says I'm going. So we drove past, so I know where I'm going in the morning. And yeah, it has been lovely. Morning. It is 6:20. I've just got an apple that I'm eating at the moment because they're going to feed me when I get there. So I'm just having something small now before I have my breakfast when I get there. It's probably going to be like 8:30 by the time I actually eat something, and I can't drive on an empty stomach. So I've just chopped up an apple and I've got a cup of tea. So I'm just going to pop in a shower. I washed my hair yesterday. I had my spa day yesterday, so my hair feels amazing right now. So I'm just going to pop it up and have a quick shower, and then just do neutral makeup for my face. Today is filming day. My dad's awake. I think he's playing golf today. But yeah, so quick pop in the shower, and then I'll leave probably just after 7. on. It's just after 7. I'm getting nervous now. God. The cat just jumped all the way from my windowsill to my bed, so that was quite impressive. But yes, it's just after 7. I'm just popping my socks and my shoes on. If you like cats, I post a picture of this cat a lot on my Instagram. Anyway, this hair bubble needs to come out. It's weird not having like my suitcase, but they're providing my costume. But I have popped in some white shoes, some white trainers just in case. Jumper. Just putting in a few hair bubbles. I'm here. I've got my own dressing room again. So, costume. I've got a couple of options depending on what fits me, I think. So that's some leggings or something or a top to wear underneath. Thermals. Nice big coat. Oh my goodness. That is so cool. I was told to bring a coat, so I bought that one. But wow, that's like proper fleece lined. It's really cold today. Driving in, it was like 5 degrees. But yeah, so let's try on stuff. I've been given socks, shoes, and then once I've been approved, I can go have breakfast. So, walking boots. It's nice and tight so they don't go anywhere. Job on them as well, so that they really don't go anywhere. I might get away with wearing my watch because it's hidden by the jacket. We'll see. So the zip on my trousers just broke. I think it was a bit faulty when I first gave it to me. I didn't realise because it wasn't doing it properly. So I went to the loo and the zip just came out. So they got 15 minutes before I needed on set. So yeah, I just popped this on while my legs are bare until I give it back. This is surprisingly warm and cosy. But yeah, I think I can take this to set with me. So, but I had to take the shoes off. They're very chunky shoes. I feel very tall in them. Yeah, they're like walking boots essentially. Yeah, back in this room. I don't think I can buy any other trousers, but they look, based on how the other ones fit me, I don't think those ones will. I've had breakfast, and I brought gum with me, so I can refresh my mouth. And I've got tea in here. I struggled with a hot tap, but I figured it out. They have been fixed. They zip up. I'm going to be very careful with those. I have apologised profusely, and they were just like, "No, don't worry about it." Just like, I'm not the person who wants to like become drama or anything. So it sounds like I've just got the one line today. I think my other line's been cut. I'm okay with that. I just had to audition with it. When they went over what I was going to be saying today, because I've got to speak in part, that is how I have ended up in this room. I need to put my shoes back on. God, this thing, that's a size small, this dry robe. I just pop that on the end there. I mean, if I can wear that all day, that'll be fun. So yeah, put my shoes back on. They're really comfy though. They are really comfy. But yeah, I'm just gonna sip of my tea. I was looking at all the posh teas and they were just like, "Oh, we've got proper tea in the drawer." I was like, "Yorkshire tea?" They were just like, "Yeah, proper tea." So they were pushing the Yorkshire tea to me. And then when I was having my breakfast, they were just like, "Are you a real paramedic?" I was like, "No, I'm pretend." And they're just like, "Oh, so if we have an emergency, we can't come to you." I was just like, "Not really." it's a really nice community up here. They're all really nice. I wouldn't have been doing this for like 6 years working on bits and pieces up here if I didn't like them. So, yeah. Alright, just did a dusting. I need to put my coat back on. I think I'm going to be called to set at any minute now. So, come on, need to put the jacket on. I'm nervous. I was nervous driving in. But yeah. I just don't want to disappoint anyone. But yeah. See you later. And this is the look. Minus the ICV pass. I need to take that off at some point. Yeah, have a look. Shoes, trousers that have been fixed, thermal top, and this. And I've got that big for the thermal thing if I need it. This is great. Is me done. Had my excuse me, I just had my lunch because they signed me out while I was in the queue for my lunch. That's just like, it's free food. I am coming to eat. So it's like Greek style, it was like chicken and flatbreads and veggies and oh, it was so delicious. I feel like I don't need to eat again today. I probably will though. Right, these shoes are so comfortable. They've been really nice. Aren't they fun? Mindle. Yeah. Skywalk. But yeah, really comfy. But yeah, so I can go get changed and then go. I'm glad I backed into the space this morning because it means I'll just be able to drive straight out. Just pay attention. Because what was it? It was a right and a left. So going back, it'll be a right and a left to go. And then I need to remember to hand in my this at the gate before I go. But yeah, all done. That is a wrap on Debs the paramedic. Yeah, you see, I'm not sure you can see that. There's an ambulance on the back. Yeah, I was saying I'm gonna miss this coat, this dry robe, because it has been really warm. I did start off with my proper coat this morning, and then when we had a chance to come in to grab a cup of tea, it's just like I'm swapping my jacket. Yeah, so I'm gonna get changed now. All right, so I'm dressed. Need to sort out this dry robe. This is my coat. So this was my first time at the village. Not like the village, it was like the edge of the village, but yeah. Now I know for the future where I'm going if I come here again. I'm going to miss you, dry robe. You've kept me very warm today in amongst about 6 cups of tea. But yeah, so I've had this for between takes with guest artist. There was a point when I jumped with the wrong one on and it was like, there was a phone in the pocket and it was just like, oh, I better put that back and swap it out. So, but someone doesn't feel like they've lost their phone. But yeah, it says on TV Studios Emmerdale, so they know exactly who you are. Guest artists, and then the main people had their actual names on. So you had like Karen and Sam, who plays Samson. And you've been with Karen and Sam today in the back of the ambulance. Thank you, Emmerdale. I hope you invite me back again. My dressing room. It's been fun. My little chair. That's me. It's just starting to rain, so that was good timing. So up there we've been filming today. And then, oh yeah. And just like it, my car starts hailing. Complete perfect timing. Alright, plug you in, keep that in easy access. I need to return that when I go through the barrier. I am so glad that I backed into this boat, because getting out would have been a nightmare. Hello everybody, I got home from filming and I was convinced I didn't have my sunglasses with me today, even though it was really bright. I was there like this in the car going, I couldn't see. Sunglasses only because the sun was bright. And then I just emptied my bag. They were at the bottom. They were at the bottom of my bag. So they were there. Hello again. I realised I never closed out this vlog. It is currently the 23rd of May. From the looks of things, it's due to air the episode either next week or the week after. Stay tuned to the end of the video if you want to see the clip. I will pop it at the end so you can see what made it into the episode. I played a paramedic and I had one line, and I was working with two real paramedics. There was Emma, who I did the scene with, and then there was Alan, who was, I think he was mainly driving the vehicle. Yeah. But yeah, it was so good. But yeah, so I spent the majority of my time on set with Emma, the real paramedic who I was working with, and then also Karen Blick, who plays Lydia, and Sam, who played Samson. So yeah, it was really, really good fun. We talked about all sorts, and it's it's weird because it's weird to think that I know people will look up to these people, and yet I was just having a casual conversation with them on set as just normal people. And sometimes it's weird to think of famous people as just normal, but they are. And yeah, we were putting the world to rights. We were just talking about anything and everything, and they're trying to sneak off and things. I say sneak off, it was just like, okay, are we being used? Can we be seen? Are we okay to go inside, warm up and grab a cup of tea? That kind of thing. But yeah, so I was taught how to do things. We were getting advice from the real paramedics going, look, the stretcher situation isn't working, because originally he was supposed to be on a stretcher for the scene, and then we realised that because of the gravel, we couldn't actually move the stretcher properly. And so we're just like, so could, in this scenario, could he actually walk out of the building? And we were just like, yeah, well, if it's unsafe to use the stretcher, we will try to get them to move as much as they can, especially when somebody is still alive. So yeah, we were getting proper advice from the paramedics while doing this scene as to like what made sense within the scene based on the limitations that we had. But yeah, it was really, really good fun. And there was so much time when we was just spent inside the ambulance. You'll notice I've included a couple of shots from inside the ambulance, because there was a scene when Emma had to close the ambulance doors and then she had to get in the driver's seat because she was supposed to drive off in the scene. But there was a point when they were just getting the scene that was happening around the other side of the ambulance, so they included a shot of her closing the doors, and then we just had to stay there. We just had to stay there, and so we just watched it all happen. So I just thought I'd just get a little sneaky clip just for me. But yeah, now that it's aired, it's fine for you to see everything. It was really, really good fun. It was really nice to have that big coat with that's had like, what was it, guest artist or whatever it said on it. That was really good fun. It's really warm. And yeah, I was just there for half a day, so after my lunch I was allowed to go home, which meant I made it to choir. That was the big thing of that day. It's just like, oh, can I still make it to choir if I'm filming in the morning? So I'm going to go start cooking now, because I'm on the spag bowl tonight. I'm cooking off one of my spag bowls, and then listen to a bit of a podcast. I've got a bit of video editing to do as well, because you might have noticed I found out that I didn't film the outro for this until I started editing everything together. And because I was just there thinking it would be great if I can edit as I go, so that when the clip appears, when the episode finally airs, I can just put it straight into the vlog and upload it. So I can try to be on top of things. Just look at me trying to be an organised YouTuber. But yeah, so thanks for coming along and seeing what I got up to on the day that I filmed as a paramedic with one line for Emmerdale. Obviously, I've been playing a nurse on and off for about 6 years at this point, I think. And so, yeah, I have played a doctor in there as well, and done a couple of other bits kind of in the background. well, one of the last times I was there was when I was the jogger. That was a supporting role, because it was just me on camera. And I remember I think my Uncle Mark told me about that one when that aired. He was just like, we've seen you on Emmerdale. It was like, oh yeah, that should be airing. Yeah, it has just been so much fun. And as I said, that was a while ago now. Like, it's bordering on a month, because it's usually around 6 weeks from filming to airing. So that is why I've got a note in my diary for next Monday saying this week, keep an eye on Emmerdale, because a lot of the time it is on while I'm at work or when I'm finishing work, so I don't watch Emmerdale very often. But yeah, it was a really, really good day. Met some really lovely people and had some really nice conversations with Sam, who plays Samson, and Karen, who plays Lydia. They were really, really lovely and really sweet. So yeah, thank you, Emmerdale, for having me back and seeing something special in me for the paramedic. And yeah, I obviously got to have that look about me. You know, I've got nurses in the family, so apparently I've got that look. But yeah, it was obviously a while ago, because I have a fringe now. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. I will hope to continue filming vlogs where I can, when I'm doing things, as well as talk about the books that I'm reading. So stay tuned to the end of this vlog to see the scene that I filmed for Emmerdale playing the paramedic. Yeah, thanks, and I will see you next time with another video. Mwah. Stay safe. Love you all. Bye.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I am.
Is he alright?
It doesn't appear to be life-threatening. Doesn't appear! Jay, where's Matty? What's going on?
He's in there.
Yep,
My son's in there. He'll be out.
that's what made it into the episode. I'll pop a link in the description to the clip that Jimmy actually shared, which includes the whole sequence. But yeah, this is what I filmed that day.
What have you been saying about my son?
Tight, isn't it?